What if our knowledge of early humans is just a piece of a much larger puzzle? Could there be a hidden story behind the origins of humanity? For centuries, scholars have grappled with the fundamental question: where did our species truly begin? From ancient myths to cutting-edge archaeological discoveries, the narrative of the first humans is a labyrinth of conflicting ideas. It's a complex web of scattered clues and intriguing mysteries. Did humanity originate with Adam and Eve in a biblical Eden? Or was there a lost civilization with advanced knowledge? Perhaps a chaotic world where multiple species fought to survive? In this video, we embark on a journey to unravel human origins, exploring ancient texts, groundbreaking science, and bold theories. These ideas challenge everything we've been taught about our past. Get ready, this exploration will shift how you view humanity's beginnings. We begin with the stories that have shaped our understanding, spanning thousands of years across diverse cultures and traditions. Myths of a great flood or a lost golden age are remarkably similar across ancient civilizations. The Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh, the biblical tale of Noah, and the legend of Atlantis all hint at a shared catastrophe. These aren't just stories, they may reflect real historical events. But what truth lies beneath these ancient narratives? The idea of a civilization before the biblical Adam has been debated for nearly 2 millennia. As early as 170 CE, Christian scholar Theophilus of Antioch argued with Egyptian philosopher Apollonius over the Earth's age. Apollonius claimed the world was far older than Christian timelines. This debate shook the foundations of how history was understood. Centuries later, Roman Emperor Julian, known as the Apostate, rejected the Adam and Eve narrative entirely. He proposed that multiple early humans populated the Earth, almost like prototypes in a divine experiment. In Islamic tradition, early beliefs spoke of pre-human inhabitants, supernatural beings like jinn and mystical creatures. Jewish philosopher Maimonides, in the Middle Ages, saw Adam as a symbolic figure, perhaps a prophet, rather than the literal first human. These ancient debates show that even in deeply religious times, the concept of a single, first human was not universally accepted. Now, let's turn to archaeology, where startling discoveries await. The site of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey has stunned researchers. This 13,000-year-old complex is rewriting human history. In 1994, Curtis Shepard stumbled upon unusual stones, revealing T-shaped pillars carved with intricate designs. These pillars feature animals, humanoid figures, and abstract symbols. Göbekli Tepe predates Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids, making it older than any known civilization. Mainstream science attributes it to hunter-gatherers, often considered primitive nomads with limited skills. Yet, the massive pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, required advanced engineering for beyond what we expect. How could such a society create such a complex structure? Some researchers, like Klaus Schmidt, who studied the site, suggest Göbekli Tepe was a temple, perhaps a sacred gathering place. Could it even be the biblical Garden of Eden? Its carvings suggest a culture with a sophisticated worldview. Geophysical surveys indicate more structures remain buried, potentially an entire city waiting to be uncovered. This challenges the idea that civilization began with agriculture, around 6,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. Göbekli Tepe suggests complex societies existed far earlier. Let's explore another perspective, the Sumerian Anunnaki. Ancient texts describe beings from a planet called Nibiru, who arrived on Earth 450,000 years ago to mine gold. They supposedly engineered humans as laborers for their mines. Figures like Enki and Ninhursag are said to have created humanity. with Adapa, a possible precursor to Adam, as a hybrid being. These texts also mention a great flood that reshaped humanity, echoing flood myths found in cultures worldwide. While mainstream science dismisses this as mythology, the Sumerians' detailed records and astronomical knowledge, including awareness of planets invisible to the naked eye, raise questions about the origins of their stories. Were the Anunnaki extraterrestrials, advanced humans, or a poetic explanation for our beginnings? Now, let us turn to evolutionary biology for another angle. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, emerged in Africa around 300,000 years ago. But they shared the Earth with other species, like Neanderthals, Denisovans, and even mysterious archaic humans. Genetic studies show interbreeding among these groups, with modern Africans carrying Neanderthal DNA, despite Neanderthals never inhabiting Africa. This suggests ancient migrations and complex interactions. Early humans were far from primitive. They used fire, crafted tools, and possibly even navigated oceans. In the Philippines, 700,000-year-old stone tools were found, used to butcher a rhinoceros, but no human remains were nearby. Who created these tools? A lost species or civilization? Ancient maps provide another layer of intrigue. The Piri Reis map of 1513 shows Antarctica's ice-free coastline in striking detail, centuries before its discovery. Modern seismic data confirms its accuracy, suggesting knowledge impossible without advanced technology. Some believe Piri Reis drew from older maps, possibly from the lost Library of Alexandria, preserving knowledge of a pre-flood civilization. The Zeno map of the 1380s and Yehudi ibn Benzura's map of 1487 also depict landscapes that seem out of place for their time. Could these be relics of an advanced society that mapped the world? Perhaps one that existed before the last ice age? Stories of giants add yet another dimension to this mystery. The Bible speaks of the Nephilim, offspring of divine beings and humans, described as towering figures of immense strength. In the American Southwest, Native American traditions describe the Anasazi as red-haired, cannibalistic giants. Archaeological finds, like six-toed footprints at Chichen Itza, and petroglyphs of enormous figures, fuel speculation. In 1911, miners in Lovelock Cave, Nevada, found oversized human remains and giant artifacts, though much of the evidence later vanished. Some claim institutions like the Smithsonian concealed these finds. Sumerian texts also describe the Anunnaki as giant-like beings. Could these stories point to a global, pre-flood civilization, one shattered by a catastrophic event? The gap theory offers a theological perspective, proposing a vast time span between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2. This could account for millions of years of dinosaurs, extinctions, and pre-human civilizations. It suggests God reset the earth with Adam and Eve. While controversial among theologians, it's an attempt to reconcile science and scripture. So, what does this mosaic of evidence tell us? The story of humanity's origins is far from straightforward. It's a blend of myth, archaeology, and scientific discovery. Sites like Göbekli Tepe challenge our understanding of early societies. Ancient maps suggest knowledge far beyond their era. Sumerian texts and flood myths hint at a catastrophic reset. Genetic evidence reveals a world of interbreeding species. Were the first humans created by divine will? Were they engineered by advanced beings like the Anunnaki? Or did they evolve over millions of years? perhaps a forgotten civilization more advanced than we imagine, was lost to a global catastrophe. Its fragments are what we now study as myths and artifacts. Our past is a tapestry of unanswered questions. What do you think about the origins of humanity? Were we shaped by divine creation, extraterrestrial intervention, or a slow process of evolution? Share your thoughts in the comments below on Just the Universe. Let's keep this fascinating conversation going. If you enjoyed this deep dive into our origins, subscribe to Just the Universe for more thought-provoking content. Keep exploring, questioning, and seeking the truth. The story of humanity is far more complex than we've been told. Let's revisit some key points to deepen our understanding. Göbekli Tepe's massive pillars suggest a level of sophistication that challenges our view of early human capabilities. Its carvings of animals and human-like figures point to a culture with a rich symbolic language. Could this be evidence of a society predating known history? The Sumerian Anunnaki stories are equally compelling. Their texts describe a detailed creation myth, with humans engineered for specific purposes. While dismissed as fiction by many scholars, their knowledge of astronomy is undeniably advanced. This raises questions about the source of their insights. Ancient maps, like Piri Reis and Zeno, depict geographical knowledge that seems impossible for their time. Could they have been based on records from a lost civilization? The gap theory adds a theological dimension, suggesting a vast pre-Adamic world. This could explain the existence of ancient societies and their disappearance in a catastrophic event. Stories of giants, from the Nephilim to the Anunnaki, appear in cultures across the globe. Archaeological finds, like oversized footprints, hint at beings that defy our understanding of early humans. Genetic evidence further complicates the picture. Interbreeding among species like Neanderthals and Denisovans suggests a dynamic and interconnected prehistoric world. The discovery of ancient tools in unexpected places raises questions about who wielded them. Were these the works of a lost human species? Or perhaps a civilization we've yet to fully understand? The flood myths found in multiple cultures suggest a shared memory of a global catastrophe. Could this event have reshaped human history? The answers remain elusive, but the questions are compelling. Our origins are a blend of science, myth, and mystery. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding, yet opens new avenues of exploration. What do you believe about the first humans? Were they divinely created, as in the story of Adam and Eve? Or perhaps engineered by beings like the Anunnaki? Could they be the product of millions of years of evolution? Or is the truth a combination of these ideas? A lost civilization, wiped out by a cataclysm, may hold the key to our origins. Its echoes are found in our myths and artifacts. The past is a puzzle we're only beginning to piece together. Join us at Just the Universe to explore these mysteries further. Your thoughts matter. Share them in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of discovery together. If this exploration sparked your curiosity, subscribe to Just the Universe for more fascinating content. We dive deep into the mysteries of our world and beyond. Keep questioning the narratives we've been taught. The truth about our origins is out there, waiting to be uncovered through exploration and inquiry. What's your take on humanity's beginnings? Share your ideas with the Just the Universe community. Let's spark a conversation about our shared past. Subscribe now to Just the Universe for more insights. We're committed to exploring the unknown. Together, we can unravel the secrets of our origins. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video on Just the Universe.